Hello everyone. We started implementing assembler program by using Java. Initially we started scanning this input file which is in the form of assembly language program, and we got this first statement as start 100. Now while processing this statement we must know what kind of statement it is. So as start is assembler directive, we can go in function which can process on assembler directive kind of statements or statement that are having assembly directive mnemonics. So we processed on this first statement and got the exact expected output. Now from second statements or instruction onwards, you can see move r, move m, sub. All these statements are having mnemonics of type imperative, or we can say these statements are imperative type of statements. So for processing these statements we must have some logic. So what can be the logic? First thing, maximum we can have 4 tokens in any imperative kind of statements. If we have 4 tokens, we can see the first token is always symbol or label, right? So we can search for that first token whether it is symbol from symbol table. So let's check it, and if it is symbol, what we are going to do? Obviously if it is symbol we are not going to do anything, so simply we need to switch to next token for processing. So let's do that part first. So in operations class we'll go to imperative function which will process imperative kind of statements. So here what we need, first of all we need to process on tokens from pass1 class. So here we can see we are having token declared in main function. So instead of main, let us remove this from main function to outside main so that we can access it into operations class also. But when we take this out of main function, it is giving error as it is not static. So let us declare this static so that it is accessible inside main method, which is also static. So only static variables can be accessed inside main. Okay, now first of all we need certain variable, let's say integer, temporary variable. Also we need some iterator to iterate between the tokens that we have for particular statement. Let's say j is equal to 0. Next, tmp is equal to, as I said, if there are 4 tokens in particular imperative type of statements, it must be having first token as symbol or label. So we will search into symbol table whether that token is present into symbol table. Now how to search that token or how to get that token exactly, which is declared there in pass1 class. Now we are in operations class. To access array of tokens from pass1 class, we can use pass1 dot token, and here we can start accessing from the first token j. Next, now if this value of temp is not equal to -1, means what, we are searching that token into symbol table, and if that is not present or that is present in symbol table, it will not return -1 if it is present, right? If it is not present in symbol table, then it will return -1, right? if it is not -1, that means if it is symbol, then simply increment value of iterator or j. After that, we incremented value of j so that we can switch to next token that we have. So if it is L1 label or symbol, we are simply incrementing value of j so that we can get next token of j as move r. Now let us check whether second token that we got is present in mnemonic opcode table. So how to search that? We have method called as search mot. Pass one dot token of j, and this function returns some value, or you can say index. It returns index. Now this index is not declared, I think, so let's declare that index also. After that, we know in intermediate code we need type 1 code 1, type 2 code 2, type 3 code 3 along with LC. So we will be having LC value in the LC variable. After that we need type 1. So type 1 is equal to, how to get that type? Obviously type of that mnemonic which is present in mot list. So pass 1 dot mot list dot get index dot type. Simple. After that, code 1 is equal to index itself. Next, if the token count is more than 1, if it is having more tokens, what we can do? Similar to the first token that we processed, let us say move R. After that we want to process this thing, B register or A register. So in the same way we will process it. First of all, to process next token we need to increment j. Now if pass 1 dot count is greater than 1, if it is so, then get index from mot table. Index is equal to search mot and get pass token, pass 1 dot token of j. And now similarly, or similar to type 1 code 1, will have type 2 code 2 if that index is not equal to -1. If it is found in mot table, that means it is correct mnemonic. Or first of all, type 2 is equal to pass 1 dot mot list dot get index dot type, and code 2 is equal to index itself. After that, if we are having more tokens, what we can do? Obviously increment value of j so that we can process that next token. So if pass1 dot count is greater or equal to 3 j plus plus. Next, now here we are checking into mod table whether it is correct mnemonic that we have. If it is mnemonic, we are setting values for type 2 and code 2. If it is not mnemonic, then what to do? If it is not mnemonic, that means it must be symbol. So else index is equal to search into symbol table. Pass1 dot token of j. If that index is equal to -1, what to do? That means it is not mnemonic and also it is not found in symbol table. That means we need to insert that symbol into symbol table. So let's insert into symbol table. Insert into symbol table. Obviously in symbol table we need token, pass1 dot token, and let us insert values for address as 0 and size 0. After that, code and type. If it is not going in this if, it will go in this else. So type 2 and code 2 values are not set if it is going into else. So let us set these values. Type 2, what will be type 2? If it is symbol, type 2 will be 7. We are setting value of type 2 as 7 when it is symbol, and for code 2 obviously index itself. Next, if the token count is more than 2, or pass1 dot to count is greater than 2, we'll simply check whether it is equal to 4. If it is so, what we are going to do is simply increment value of j. If now, if it is greater than 4 or equal to 4, the last token that we have, it will be either symbol or literal, right? We can see here in the input file, if it is having more tokens, the last token that we have is most of the time literal or symbol. So let us check whether it is numeric. If it is numeric, that means it is having literal. If it is not numeric, that means it is having symbol. So we can use method, let's say, is numeric. Pass1 dot token j. Now this function needs to be defined afterwards. So if it is numeric, what we are going to do? Let's say initially have this variable address is equal to 0. Now if it is numeric, we are going to process literals, right? So let us declare variable integer literal, and its value must be the value that we are having in this token. So let's parse this to integer dot parseInt integer dot parseInt token of j. Now this token is present in pass1, so pass1 dot token of j. Next, after that, let's have some variable for literal table lt or object of literal table. Lt is equal to new literal table, and pass literal and address. Now this lt is not declared. Let us declare that or create that object. So where to create? In the operations class itself, literal table lt. After that, now we got this value or object of lt, and we pass this literal value as it is into literal table along with address 0. After that, we can add this to our array list of literal table. We have created array list for literal table. Here we can see in the pass1 class we are having array list for literal table. No, not yet created, but we already created literal table.java. So similar to our mot list, symbol table and intermediate code, we can have literal table also, array list literal table. Let's say lt is equal to new array list. Now this array list is created. We can add elements to array list by using method of array list add. So lt dot add, name of array list is capital LT, which is present in pass1. So pass1 dot lt is equal to, or pass1 dot lt dot add, and we can pass this object of literal table. Now if it is literal, we are adding literal into literal table. After that, we are going to set the values for type 3 and code 3. Now for literals, we are setting type as 8. Type 3 is equal to 8, and code 3 is, obviously if it is literal, we are going to set index of literal. So we are maintaining index of literal table as ILT. So pass1 dot ILT. Next thing is, obviously just now we have added one literal into literal table. So increment value of index ILT. So how we can increment? Pass1 dot ILT is equal to, or we can say plus plus. Now if it is not numeric, what we are going to do? If it is not numeric, it means it is symbol. Else index is equal to search into symbol table. That token, pass1 dot token of j. Now if it is not found in symbol table, if index is equal to -1, index is equal to insert into symbol table. That token, pass1 dot token of j, comma 0 0. Type 3. What will be type 3? If it is symbol, obviously type 3 is equal to 7. We are having type 3 as 7 for symbol, and code 3 as it is index. So intermediate, after that code IC. Now what to do next? New intermediate code. And we can pass LC, then code type 1 3 and type 3 code 1. Is something wrong here? Type 2 code 2. What we are doing similarly, type 3 code 3. If it is symbol, after that we are searching, we can symbol table, and if it is equal to add this to 1, then we are inserting into array list, symbol table, pass1 dot IC, and I think dot this is add not required, and simply we can insert into symbol table. After that we can increment LC, code 3 and type 3 can be solved. Now after processing this instruction, we can increment next to that index. What for we can do? Index maintained for intermediate code. We can, so pass1 dot IIC set plus plus intermediate code object and add it. That's it. I think this is sufficient. After this method, let us check whether it's right correct or not. One method, is it giving any error? Boolean. Yes. Now it's giving error for is numeric. We is numeric. I have not yet implemented this is numeric method, and so let's implement that method below this string s to it. And what we are going to return? Obviously Boolean, whether it is numeric or not. So return s not equal to null, and s dot matches. In double quotes bracket minus plus question mark slash d slash question mark slash d plus. Now simply we are writing code or checking whether that token is numeric or not. displayed the output. That's why it's showing output for start first line. Now here also if we display by using system.out.println pass1.I,